Welcome to No Forwarding Address. I've been thinking about people a lot lately and noticing something. I've noticed that they don't think that they're uninteresting. They think that they're finished. Not dead, not irrelevant, just already spent. They'll talk to you for 30 minutes about something that they love, something they know deeply. Maybe a job that they survived, a hobby that they fell into by accident, or a season of their life that shaped them. And they don't even notice that they've been holding the floor for the entire time. And when they finally stop talking, they'll laugh and say something like, "Sorry, I didn't realize I was rambling," or "None of that really matters anyway." That sentence is everywhere now. When I first started this channel, No Forwarding Address, I thought it was about being stuck. Midlife, just directionless, that feeling of standing still while time keeps walking. But I think I misunderstood the real fear. The real fear isn't that life stopped moving forward, it's that nothing from behind us is going anywhere. No forwarding address means that the job you had for 20 years doesn't translate into the future, that experiences you lived through don't have a recipient, and that the lessons you paid for with your effort don't get delivered anywhere. It all just piles up, unclaimed. And eventually, people start believing that when they're gone, it all disappears with them. That's a devastating thought to live with. There's this lie we inhale somewhere along the way. And it says if you didn't document it while it was happening, it doesn't count. If you didn't build an audience early, no one cares now. And if you didn't become exceptional, you should just be quiet. So people downgrade their own lives in real time. They say, "I'm not an expert. Other people do this better." And who would want to hear that anyway? But here's what I've learned from listening to people. Most people aren't short on insight. They're short on permission from themselves. Every person is a library that doesn't even know that it's on fire. Trades, skills, cultural memories, emotional survival knowledge, stories that never made it into books because they lived in kitchens, garages, break rooms, and those long drives home after work. When an older person dies, we say they took so much knowledge with them, but no one ever stops to ask why we didn't record it. We act like forgetting is natural, but it's not. It's just unattended. This is where YouTube comes in, not as a platform, but as an archive. For the first time in modern human history, you don't need permission to preserve yourself. You don't need a publisher. You don't need an institution. You don't even need confidence. You just need to decide that what you lived deserves to exist somewhere outside of your head. Not for views, not for money, but for continuity. Because one day, and this always happens later than you expect, someone will want to know how you thought, what you believed, what you noticed that they may have missed. And if nothing was recorded, well, for all that information, there's no forwarding address. So, with all that in mind, this channel is for the people who feel stuck and can't explain why. for the people who assume their relevance already peaked, for the people who have stories they only tell when someone really listens. It's not about how to grow. It's about why it matters that someone does. Sometimes that someone is you, and sometimes it's the person you haven't convinced yet. So, if you're listening to this and thinking, I wouldn't know where to start, start with the thing you talk about when no one interrupts you. Start with the story you tell the same way every time. Start with the thing you assume everyone already knows because they don't. Turn on a microphone, turn on a camera. You don't even have to publish it yet. Just send something forward. No forwarding address isn't a sentence, it's a choice. Stories don't vanish because they're unimportant. They vanish because no one thought they were worth saving. This channel exists. I am here to quietly disagree with that. Your life didn't end when it stopped being impressive. It became useful, and nothing gets forwarded if you never send it.